Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, Halo Infinite Season 2 has arrived, and yes, here it is. It's live. I've been playing it and I think it's good fun. I think generally the Halo Infinite games are fun. I've never really got into the Halo. I didn't enjoy Halo 1, 2 or 3. If anything, my favourite out of the 3 was probably Halo 2. Didn't mind Halo 4. Halo 5 was my favourite until Halo Infinite came out. Never been a massive Halo fan, but Halo Infinite has definitely brought it back into the franchise. I know a lot of people will disagree with that, and I know you've got your Halo hillbillies out there that will be going crazy, jumping up and down, going, what, no, Bungie. Never give Bungie much credit, never like their stuff. I find them lazy devs, but that's another story. But let's get into Halo Infinite Season 2. Okay, so as released, and this is pretty much the roadmap for it. So we've got the season launch with new cinematics and Lone Wolf's Battle Pass rewards. That's released now. We've got the Catalyst and Breaker maps. We've got Last Spartan Standing, Land Grab and King of the Hill modes. We've got Interference, Narrative Event, and we've later on in the month we've got Fracture, Entrenched, Alpha Pack Narrative Event in July, Campaign Carp in August, Campaign Mission Replay in August, and the Forge Open Beta in September. So that's pretty much the roadmap for now, but as it stands right now, yes, we've got several new maps. Last Spartan Standing, I should say, is basically a free-for-all. You'll go into a map, and it's a new map we've been playing on, and it's quite enjoyable, quite an interesting map. But you basically just face off against each other, and you get 5 lives, and as you gain experience, you can level up, and leveling up basically means you get better guns to basically give you a better chance of defeating your enemy. So that's pretty much what it's about. A lot of people, for some reason, saying it's Battle Royale. It is not Battle Royale. It is Last Spartan Standing or Last Man Standing. It's a completely different thing to Battle Royale. So it's not Battle Royale. I'm confused by people. I don't know whether they're trying to compare it to Battle Royale games so they can sort of be a bit disingenuous and sort of downplay it. I've also been having several debates on Twitter with regards to people. I have a feeling there are certain fan base from a different console side that just want to hate on Halo regardless or whatever. I understand there are Xbox people that do dislike Halo Infinite, and that's their opinion. But I think some of the discredit and hatred is coming from certain fan base that have probably not even played the game. And the issue I'm hearing from a lot of them is the game is incomplete. And it released incomplete. Now, I'm not sure if they're aware of what a GAS game is. GAAS, it's Games as a Service. Okay, these games don't release complete. If anyone wants to recall Fortnite when it first released, the game was bare bones, actually empty. In fact, the game wasn't even a battle royale when it released. It was some sort of weird, like not Dead by Daylight. You know, the one where you got to survive the zombie sort of being attacked. You basically create a house and you got to survive attacks. It started out like that. It was failing miserably. PUBG come out and he thought, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon, and then pretty much started stealing ideas from PUBG and then Apex, and then from then on it became its own thing. But it pretty much, Fortnite was just dead at the launch. Same goes PUBG, if anyone remembers PUBG at the beginning. Apex as well. I think at Apex I've only required one map for a long time, for about 2 seasons. I only had the same map, and I think they introduced slowly new characters. But Apex is exactly saying a lot of these GAS games, these free-to-play GAS games, do release with nothing to them, and it's just about the enjoyment and the playability of the game. But I can't get my head around people saying they release incomplete. These games cannot release complete. I've had several fanboys comparing it to games, single-player games. Yes, they're comparing it to single-player games that release complete, and I've actually had people say, you're happy for this game to release incomplete, and I've said yes, because it's a games as a service, and that is the definition of a games as a service. They're meant to just drag out. Halo 343 come out and said this is a 10-year plan. They're going to slowly add content over 10 years, just like they all do. Bungie do their own thing now with Destiny, which, if you remember, that was also bare bones at launch, and then they released overpriced DLC, which in my opinion didn't make it much better, but some people still enjoyed that, and that's on them. That's their thing. I'm not going to take that away from them. But to claim these kind of games are releasing incomplete is disingenuous, basically, because that is the purpose of these games. And then when you get people compare it to single-player games, saying like this game's released complete, that game's released complete, is just a really stupid narrative. As I said, 343 said they had a 10-year plan for this game, and so far what they've shown us the roadmap is only for 1 year. That's only the roadmap for this year, basically. So, you know, going forward, you've got to wonder what they're going to do with the other 8 years. What they're going to do for that. They're obviously going to evolve the game. They're not going to finish and say, right, that's it. We're going to add no more content after this year. That's it, done. They're obviously going to keep bringing in more and more content as the game grows, just like Fortnite, just like Apex, where those games have become phenomenons now. Fortnite, one of the most played games in the world. Minecraft's actually another game which started pretty much bare bones, and now look at it. Sea of Thieves, another one, massive popular game. Loved the game. Maybe it's been said, "Oh, this is a bit bare bones. This is empty at the beginning." Yes, because that is the concept of that style of game. If you don't like that style of game, if you go into these games thinking all the content's going to be there, and then with all the content there, they're not going to add any, and it's meant to last 10 years, then you are pretty much delusional, because this is the reason why single player games are called one and done games, and this is the other reason why Sony have said they're working on 10 gas games. They're actually working on 10 games of this style. I mean, look at GT7 release recently. To £70 it cost. People complain about Halo Infinite, but it was free to play with MTs. GT7 cost £70 with MTs. I just can't get my head around why also people were complaining about Halo Infinite whilst buying GT7. Same goes to Battlefield. It cost £70 and has MTs. You didn't have that rage against these kind of games. You know, these games didn't release complete. And then the same's going to go for The Last of Us 2. If you're delusional if you think that game's not going to be £70 and have MTs in it, and you think that's going to last. Sony want to make money from these games. The best way to make these games is gas games. Unfortunately, you release them free, hopefully, unless you're Sony, of course, and charge 17. These people still buy into it because they will just do anything that Sony tells them. And then they Sony release content over time. This is the whole nature and definition of a gas game. In fact, the whole purchase of Bungie by Sony was to do exactly this. So anyway, back to Halo Infinite. Gone off there on a tangent. I'm enjoying the game very much. The gameplay is, I think, excellent. It's fast paced. Not quite as fast as Titanfall 1. I did enjoy that game very much. That's probably one of my favourite FPS games of recent years. But it's close to it. It's very fast paced, Halo. It's very quick, very easy to get into. You can jump in and out of games. And there's, I mean, still getting, sort of, as I said, same PS fanboys, no doubt, saying there's no games, the game is dead because they're going by Steam charts. It's, I know, it's a bit like just going to like Walmart, not seeing something in there that you want and saying, right, it's dead everywhere across the board. It's dead everywhere. Dead everywhere, because I didn't see it in this one store where I looked. Pretty much that definition. Sadly for them, the game is very much alive, and you can get a game within minutes. If that, probably less than minutes, to be honest. So I'm pretty much going to leave that at that. I just want to make a quick video just saying that the game's out there, it's live, and it's very fun and enjoyable, and there's lots of people playing it. So don't be put off by fake YouTubers. But I'd just like to say, I might not be present on Friday, but I have my weekly Gaming Initiative podcast every Friday with myself, Ashtray Gaming and Red Dead Panda. Please check out their channels as well. So we'll be going live at 10 PM GMT, UK time, this Friday. And look out for my other content. So now what I'm going to do is leave you with some gameplay. I played my favourite ones, the big map battles. I much prefer that. The big open world battles of just shoot everything up and drive vehicles and what have you, and just go mad. They're my favourite style of sort of campaigns. So I'm going to leave you some of that gameplay. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me down. I'd like to hear your comments in the comments below. What you think. If you do have issues with the game, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear your opinions on it all from people that actually play the game, and see what you all think. Or if you're enjoying the game, please let me know. But thank you all for watching, and goodbye for now.
We attacking or defending? Or both? Yeah, let's do both.
enemy has your flag.
I see him! The enemy carrier! Enemy flag carrier revealed.
An ally returned our flag.
This is, without question, my favorite weapon.
The enemy has your flag.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. I see him! The enemy carrier! Enemy flag carrier spotted! Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
An ally returned our flag.
Wheels en route. I see him! The enemy carrier!
Enemy returned their flag.
Wheels en route.
The enemy has your flag. An ally returned our flag. The enemy has your flag.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Enemy flag carrier revealed.
Close.
to base.
Flag secured.
Enemy returned their flag.
Fighting at a distance is just the best. Ground vehicle en route.
Enemy returned their flag. 'There's your flag.
Oh, thank heavens! A long-range weapon! This is, without question, my favorite weapon. They have our flag! Not good!
Double kill.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Five minutes remaining. There's your flag.
I see him! The enemy carrier!
An ally returned our flag. Enemy returned their flag.
Wheels en route!
Captured the flag.
Ground vehicle en route.
Down there. Remaining. Captured the flag.
Victory!